Hello, this is another in my series about how I create mirror images using Lightroom and Photoshop. Now so far we've gone through raw images, JPEG images, and now we're going to do DNG, which is digital negative. In my research for doing this set of videos, I found that if you use PSD or PSB as your first step for getting your mirror set up, you end up with a few issues, shall we say, which I'll go over in the next video, which I'm going to use a PSB file. So I've already changed this particular image into a DNG, digital negative. So following the same steps that we did before in the other two videos, we will go to Edit In, Open as a Smart Object in Photoshop. Exact same steps as the RAW and the JPEG that we did. And I decided to add a little color to this one, so this is a moth and some dried flowers that I had laying around. So here's our smart object. We double click on it, it opens Camera Raw. We go into our trim tool, crop tool, and this time I'm going to bring it up to there. Whoop. Make that back down to 0, and we'll bring that over to there and hit enter, and just going to leave the rest of it as is. Hit enter again, or underneath where you see my picture there's an OK. So let's do exactly the same thing. Image, trim off the transparent, and let's rotate the image. Image, rotation, 90 degrees clockwise, and that'll do for now. Control-Alt-C for canvas size. Change to %. We want to increase our width by 100%. Relative is checked. Our base image is sitting on the right hand side, so we'll put our dot over there. Say OK. Pull it over where we can work on it, and you can see that our extended area is on the left hand side. Control J for making a copy, as it says right here on this side. Pick your move tool, hold down the shift key, move it over with your mouse, get it lined up as close, fairly close. Click on it, Control T, open up your free transform tool, right click, flip horizontal, enter. And you can see we've created our new mirror image. We zoom in a little bit, that line disappears. Zoom back out, and there we go. So there's a fast change, saving as opening it as a DNG, picking our center point like we did before, and creating our base mirror image. Now DNGs are really good because they act as raw files, but they do have a large file size, which can be an issue for some people. So I generally, at this point, I would, if I was happy with where my split is, I can see everything, I've got all my basics done. So I would go File, Save As, a PSD, and save. Let's call it Stacked Base Bug Flower Edit 2. Or pardon me, 3. And it saves it now as a PSD, and you go do all your standard Photoshop editing techniques be what, whatever you want to put in, say an inversion, or maybe take and add a let's go with a photo filter, and just bring that over. Nice thing about the photo filter is you could pick any color on there. Say OK, and there you go. So anyhow, there we are. That's done. And that's a fast, easy way to do it when you've got a PSD file, or maybe even a raw file and you're more comfortable with DNG. It works the same. Thank you very much, and the next video in this series will be using a PSD directly into Photoshop as a smart object, and the issues that I've found with that. Thank you very much. Bye.